Hey guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, I got a special treat for you. Today is the end of my keto week 149, where my weight has been ridiculous. I'm going to show you the graph. I'm going to do a weigh-in. I'm going to show you what I ate yesterday that it directly affects my weigh-in. I'm going to do a blood pressure update, and I'm going to stand up here and severely amuse you with my body. And I know this because it's already been recorded. Ignore the background noise. I don't feel like video vlogging in the truck today. It's a little muggy and weird outside. So, all that being said, it's day 140 something of my ketogenic journey. 1047 of my ketogenic journey. And I started out at 311.8, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Let's rant, rave, and misbehave Keto Diamond style. But after you hit that like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell. Alright guys, it's 5:15 p.m. I'm breaking a little over a 21-hour fast with a Bacon King from Burger King. Alright you guys, I've got 3 sausage links cut in half and fried. I've got 2 eggs that were fried. They still have the bubbles in them so that I can pop them in the yellow and dip and yum. This is my dinner. At first, blood pressure update. Guys, so I'm doing a blood pressure update. I'm going to the doctor here in just a little bit. Blood pressure is currently setting at 151 over 107, resting heartbeat 90, so I might want to wait a few more minutes, let it come down just a little bit, and it shows that I've moved my hand too, so I'll check this again. But for those of you tuning in, this is not a keto issue. I had high blood pressure for 12 years. I've had it for a long time now, and I had 30 medically diagnosed diseases. I am just down to high blood pressure, so that's why I'm doing a blood pressure update. Alright, so 149 over 104, 86 resting heartbeat. I'm not really all that rested. I have been up and down today, but a lot of people also say that the wrist monitors are not accurate, and I hear that that is very true. However, this one lines up with my doctor. If it says it's high at home, I go to the doctor, it's high there, and I can take this into the doctor. She doesn't mind if I cross match there. So I know this one's accurate, although they don't sell it anymore, and even going by the reviews of this exact one, I got the only one that worked. Now, let's check out my body at the end of week 149. Alright, so I'm going to step back and show you guys my whole body, take off my shirt and everything for my week 149 of my keto journey. I am holding water weight. I obviously have loose skin. That's what happens after you've lost 151 pounds. But anyway, I'm going to stand back here and show you my whole body without the shirt on. But peep the shirt. Keto Queen. Love it. Amazon. Anyway, I always hate this part. I wish during my weight loss journey I had gotten one of those good flat tummies. Baby's in there with her mama, she's fine. But I did not. But that's not bad when you compare it to the photo that I'll show you in a minute. Or y'all have seen the photo, or many of you have anyway. Now, I did want to show y'all one thing, how I know that I'm holding some fluid, because I just measured like a week ago. So before I came off the fluid pill, I was a waist size 37. Now this week, let's go ahead and take it around the belly button. Sorry, my belly button stays up underneath my pants. Where is it? I am right at a 37.5 to a 38. Well, I can pull it tighter, but you know, everybody has a tendency to suck in a little bit. I don't mean to. It's just kind of a natural thing. But right now it's like at a 37.5 to 38. So, and that's going to come into play here in about a week because Miss Melanie is sending me something super cool. This is what was making all the noise. Mom, I can't see her. There she is. I smell it a sweetie pie, darling honey bun. But anyway,
we call her honey bun so much that when we ask Anthony if he wants a honey bun, he walks over to Athena.
Yes, he does. It's adorable. Where? I lost my shirt. And now I feel naked. But anyway.
Ow!
She just likes touching my butt.
I don't do that on a daily basis.
Don't let her fool you. But anyway, I mean, it's not perfect by no means. But, hey, it's a hell of a lot better than 311 pounds.
She's tall. Oh.
And gorgeous. And there's a kitty at my feet.
Slytherins.
Alright, so there's my body for week 149. I'm going to turn the camera off. Destiny's like, I want to see what your skin feels like.
It doesn't feel like skin.
But it's soft. It's like squishy.
The only reason I'm doing this is because it don't feel like skin. I'm trying to make it in my brain feel like skin.
But see, look, this is all like loose fat. It's not even loose skin by no means yet. It's just loose fat.
Totally two different things from up here to down here.
I don't get it. Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? Is it a what the hell?
It's a what the hell?
Weight loss, gotta love it. Hey, look, I have a belly ring. It's usually hidden under a layer there, but yeah, that's my belly. It's all gloopity. And I don't mind it. I'm not ashamed of it. It's just like... See, this is part of the weight loss journey, guys. Because even if normally it's not your daughter-in-law, one of your kids or grandkids are going to go, ooh, that's weird. Let me play with that.
Hold on, you want to know what you should do to Corey?
Oh, no.
Okay,
I don't
so
wanna do that.
Tristan, my brother, he used to weigh a lot, like close to like 300.
And he looks like Chunk from the Goonies. Or he did at the time.
He did. But now he's a bodybuilder and a stripper bodybuilder. Stripper. At a
We
gay
don't need to
club.
tell people about that. Go ahead with the
Anyway,
story then.
whenever Tristan was losing all his weight, whenever he first started losing weight, he had stuff like this. And so one day, I don't know what made him think about doing this, but he put an apple.
An apple?
He put an apple in his chub. He had so much of it that he put an apple in there and like pinched it together. And he walked up to me and he was laughing, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he shot the apple in my face.
Hey, look, y'all, that can be fun.
He did it with a banana too, and I was like, "How did a banana? How did
We
he
don't
fit a banana?"
We don't want to talk about the bananas and no. Okay, so that's week 149. We're done. All right, y'all. So this week has been a different week for me. A different kind of week altogether. Just kind of crazy ups and downs and weird round and rounds, roundabouts. And Lord, y'all know I done made that boo-boo. So let's talk about the week. First of all, I came off a fluid pill on Tuesday was the last day I took it. The last one I had. No. Monday was the last one I had. So overnight on Tuesday, instead of going down, I went whoof, and then whoof, 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 whoof. And then on, let's see, Thursday night, it finally got to me. Everything got to me. The weigh-ins going up, the feeling like I ain't done nothing in a while, the feeling like being gross and floaty. I feel a little extra special floaty this week from all the water and fluid that I've been holding, and I'll get into all the weights in just a minute. But I feel a little extra special floaty and bloated and just heavy, and my ears are heavy, and yeah.
Your ears are heavy?
My ears are heavy.
What?
My ears have fluid in them. I can feel the fluid.
But wouldn't that make your head heavy, not your ears?
Okay, but my ears are in my head, and it makes my ears heavy, and my ears
are on
heavy.
your head. That don't make no sense.
Stop talking to me. That's my son. He ain't never heard that in his life. If you watch my channel, you hear a lot of crap you ain't never heard in your life. I never know what's going to come out my mouth. But anyway, yeah, so on that sheet, just to sum up, I can't remember exactly, but I went stupid. I went full on stupid. And I had a couple bites of my hubby's Fruity Pebbles. Gave it to him real quick and ran away. Then I had a donut stick. It's not a donut, it's a stick. It's called a donut stick. I don't even, if you ain't never seen one, I can't really explain it to you. Then I had half a little Debbie cake, the chocolate Swiss roll. Then I had my own bowl of cereal. And then I had a bunch of Doritos, and I went to bed. And I was like very furious and frustrated with myself, and I hurt all over, and sleep sucked. And the next day, sleep sucked. So yesterday, sleep sucked. So yeah, I've had kind of this very unusual for me kind of week. Now, I'm not perfect with my keto, and I tell you that all the time. I'm not perfect. I'm just consistent. I'll fall off. I'll do something dumb. I'll get right back up and keep on trucking, because that's the only way this works. If you have oopsie daisies, and don't use things for as an excuse, because I see that all the time. Like, people will get started and they're, yeah, raw keto. Well, something happened this week and I'm just not feeling that good, so I'm going to take a step back, or I'm going to slow this down. Instead of doing keto, I'm going to do low carb for a little bit. No. Don't use excuses. That's where we mess ourselves up the most. It's when we start using those excuses, well, I'm not in ketosis, or I done had a cheat meal, let me cheat for another month, or don't use excuses. The world's going crazy. We see that all the time right now because the world goes crazy periodically. I'm telling you, it just does. And if you watch the news, it really goes crazy and you're like, crap, we're all going to die. And so you're like, whatever, health, screw it, I'll do it later. If we live through this, I'll do it later. Once my emotions come down, I'll do it later. No. Those are excuses. And while they might fly for a moment where you fall off and bump your head and you do something crazy, they don't fly in the future. When I read those things, and instantly when I read those, I'm going to take a step back. I'm like, you're using this as an excuse. Yes, things are hard right now, but they're always hard. They're hard over and over again in our lives. We all have stress periodically. We cannot use that as an excuse to stay off, to ruin our health even further and put ourselves even further behind. Now this week had me all messed up, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to the weigh-in. Let's just go ahead and pop the weigh-in here, then I'll pull out the whiteboard and show you my graph of just how crazy, okay? Let's give it a shot this morning. That's not what it said like 2 seconds ago. 167.4. Alrighty. In week 149 of my ketogenic journey, start weight 311.8. Last week on Monday, I was 161.8. My all-time low is 160.6. So I was still a little up last week when I weighed. Alright, but anyway, on today, 167.4. So that's 5.6 up from last week. But from the other day, altogether this week, I had went up 9.4 pounds of water weight. 9.4. Now why? Because I come off a fluid pill called hydrochlorothiazide on Monday night. The last one I had on was Monday night. So Tuesday I didn't have no more. And then on Thursday, I fell off the keto train and bumped my daggone head, and I had to get back up from that. So, but I made my next meal keto. That's what you do. No matter how crazy life is, no matter what it's throwing at you, keep making that next meal keto. I don't give a damn. And yes, I said that. If you did keto today and you cheat tomorrow, and you do keto today and you cheat tomorrow, keep making the next meal keto. And eventually, maybe you can get it to stick, okay? Consistency, not perfection. Don't use excuses, okay? I don't care what's going on in your life, unless you can't find food. If you can't find food, eat what you got. If there's a hurricane that done blew the way to Walmart and you got to eat what you got to eat, okay, that's what you got to eat, okay? But as soon as it's over, the minute it's over, the minute the Walmart's rebuilt, take your butt in there and get you a pack of beef. Okay, I'm just saying. I told you I like to rant, rave, and misbehave. What you want from me? But anyway, let's talk about the weigh-ins throughout the week. You see my graph. Now, normally, ideally, it goes down like this, or up and down, and ends up down. Not this week. So, on Monday, 168.8. On Tuesday, very, very close, back to my low of 160.8. Then, like I said, that was the last water pill I had. So, on Wednesday, 162.2. Thursday, 160.4.6. And on Thursday night, I had to cheat, so I went on up to 170. But I was going to be in that range anyway, judging by the scale. Well, actually, I would have been down a couple pounds from that. It would have only increased a couple pounds had I not cheated, because when I stepped on the scale that night, it said 170. And from night to morning, usually I go down 2.5 to 3 pounds. So, and that's normal, water weight fluctuations. That's how you do it when you sleep. You aspirate, you sweat, and you urinate. And overnight, throughout the night, you will lose 2.5, 3 pounds. Water weight, completely normal, completely standard. All right? And I probably would have been 167 here had I not done the cheat, but I shot up to 170. And as a result, on Saturday, also 170. Started coming back down yesterday. I think it was 169.4. I accidentally touched that spot, so I don't know what it says. I think it was 169.4 yesterday. And then today, 167.4. So from yesterday, that's 2 pounds of the water that did come off. Now, with the blood pressure update, I posted it a little bit ago. I am going to the doctor today. The appointment was supposed to be at 2:30, but they pulled a fast one on me, and I checked my email and said, hey, yeah, that appointment was already taken. We didn't know it. It was booked like online or something. So can you come in at 5? Well, no, it said call. So I called. They said, can you come in at 5? I said, I can come in at 5. Then they called back a few minutes later. Said, hey, yeah, that appointment was booked. Can you come in at 5:15? I said, lock it in, baby. Lock it in. Make sure nobody else got it before we get off the phone. And I said, sure, no problem. I'll be there at 5:15. So what I'm going for is because I came off the fluid pill thinking that my blood pressure might not creep back up. Maybe I can just stay on the lisinopril, and after the water weight is done with, I won't need the fluid pill anymore. I apparently was wrong, but we're going to see what the doctor has to say about that today. Now, they do make a lisinopril with the hydrochlorothiazide mixed together, so it's one pill, and you don't have to take 2 medications. So apparently I'm going to need that. And I was on that back many, many years ago. I was able to come off of it for a little while. Still not sure what to think about blood pressure. I know all the research says it's dangerous, it's deadly, it's going to kill you. But I'm telling you, before I found out I had high blood pressure, my blood pressure was like 220 over at 180. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel any ill effects from it. I didn't have headaches from that. Matter of fact, every time they check my blood pressure, they say, oh my God, your blood pressure's high. Do you have a headache? No. You feel dizzy? No, I feel fine. I feel normal. So it didn't bother me. I didn't know. And like when I came off of this last time, gradually it did go back up. And not this recent time when I come off the water pill, but before I was able to come off the fluid pill and then the lisinopril. And then gradually over time it did go back up. And then suddenly it was, 230 over 180, 190 again. But I felt fine. I had no ill effects. So I'm just... They scare the hell out of me with the things that high blood pressure is said to have done, but I usually feel fine. And I know, silent killer, don't get me wrong, I'm going to take the damn medication. Just, it don't sit right with me. It just doesn't. How can you feel perfectly fine, the rest of your body be completely healthy, and this one thing that's not bothering me could suddenly kill me? I want more research. I want more research. I want more understanding. And yes, before anybody says anything, I've had every test under the sun done to, see what it was. They started out with, if you if you quit smoking, your blood pressure will go down. Quit smoking, blood pressure did not go down. If you lose weight, your blood pressure will go down. Been losing weight for 3 years. Blood pressure, well, almost 3 years. Blood pressure ain't come down. Been doing very healthy foods for 3 years. Blood pressure has not come down. I laid off the salt because a lot of people freaked out about the salt. Turns out it was not the salt. Blood pressure did not come down. Ate more salt, blood pressure came down just a little bit. So it actually had the opposite effect. People say caffeine. Laid off the caffeine for over a month. Guess what? Blood pressure did not come down. Nothing. None of it works unless I take that lisinopril. Now, a combination of working out, which is probably getting my heart healthier, and I did have an echocardiogram. I had ultrasounds on my kidneys, like the real good in-depth one where it hurts your ribs like a beast. So I've had blood work done. I've had all kinds of stuff done. I'm perfectly healthy other than that one damn thing. You don't know what to do about it. Apparently, I'm just going to be stuck on high blood pressure medication for life. And I don't want it at all. But necessary evils, right? I want to be, I want bragging rights. That's what I want. Plus, I don't want to have to worry about taking a pill every day. But I want bragging rights. I want to be able to say keto cured 30 diseases for me instead of 29. I want to be able to say I lost 200 pounds on keto. I want to be able to say I got perfectly healthy and got perfectly slim and trim. I want the bragging rights. I know it's not right, but I want them. What can I do? Take the damn blood pressure pill and shut the hell up. That's what you can do. But it's okay. I told you a while ago, Melanie's sending me a really cool belt. She talked about it in her live today. If you missed that live from Miss Melanie, I don't think it was too long. So hop over, see what I'm talking about with her weight loss rewards, or I don't know what she's going to call it. It's a really cool thing she's making. It'll help you know when you need to stop losing weight. So she is supposed to be sending me one, and I can't wait to show you guys because it's going to be super cool. Anyway, time to shut up, right? Because I've been talking a lot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell, especially if you're new. Oh, definitely if you're new here. You should already be subscribed if you've been here for a long time. But anyway, all that good stuff. And by the way, this channel is supported in part by the Patreon that I have, where I post really cool videos. I need to bring some of those over here so y'all can see them. And I post like my Goodwill hauls. I post get ready with me kind of stuff where I do a little bit of makeup and just run my, pretty much I'm doing what I'm doing here, but I'm running my mouth and it's not mostly keto. Okay? And then it's supported by my Teesprings link in the description below and all the goodies you can get. So I designed some t-shirts and some coffee mugs and some cool stuff that you might like. So check all the description stuff out below. You can also get discounts on certain keto products below. By the way, special shout out to Princess Ninja and Keto because she did have a great thought yesterday where she told me, you know, you do pretty good and then you'll add this and it'll work, and then you'll add this and it'll work, and then you'll add this and then it'll work, and then slowly but surely it's not exactly working no more. Maybe it's the combination of things that do work. And she's probably right, because I am very bad for that. I will add a keto product and be like, yes, I can lose weight on this. Then I'll add another keto product and be like, yes, I can lose weight on this. And then slowly but surely I'm stalled out. So it probably is that, and I do appreciate y'all's input on these things because it is helpful, and sometimes y'all see patterns or realize things that I might not see or realize. So I really do want y'all to know that I appreciate each and every one of you for being here with me, commenting, liking, when you're sharing, when you're supporting the channel in other ways. I am just so appreciative, and I love you guys so much. And I know that I promised 5 cartwheels when I hit 5,000. I don't want to, and I do want to. So it'll get done eventually, I promise. I'm trying. And we're coming up on 5,100 subs. Yay! Mwah! I'm so happy to have every day on one of y'all with me, especially the ones that tune in every day or relatively frequently. I appreciate it. If you need help with your ketogenic journey, my contact information is below. Never be ashamed to ask me any question. Don't hesitate to contact me. I answer everybody, and I do it for free. Check out KetoDiamond.com. Much love to you. Shut up, Joni. Bye, y'all.